So wherever a human being truly sat quietly, utter quietness within himself, he always became aware of the sound Am.
If you do so, then this yoga mudra will become negative. Suddenly, the whole system functions differently.
The first prescription is always Am. If you have to utter any kind of sound without using the tongue, what are the sounds that you could utter? Suppose you did not have a tongue. What are the sounds you can utter? You can do ah, you can do oo, you can do Try any other sound. Someone who is unable to speak, a mute person who is unable to speak, what are the sounds that he makes? Ah, oo, Because these three sounds do not need the use of your tongue. If you remove your tongue, you are able to make only three sounds, ah, oo, You are using the tongue, placing the tongue in different positions in your palate to mix these three sounds and produce all the other sounds that you produce. There are only three basic sounds. Using these three sounds, you are able to produce all these other sounds. The tongue is just helping you to mix these three sounds in many complex ways. Now these three sounds, A, U and Ma, are referred to as the basic sounds or the universal sounds. Because these three sounds are the basis of all the other sounds that you can utter. If you utter these three sounds together, what do you get? It's not O. So these are the three basic sounds which are the very basis of all the other sounds that you can utter. So is known as the universal sound or the basic sound in the creation. If this is true, how come only a certain religion seems to be using it as a brand for themselves and nowhere else it is known? That is not true. Wherever there is a realized being, there sound will be there. Wherever a human being becomes silent by his own nature, not school teacher silence, not plugging your ears silence, if you become silent by your own nature, sound will reverberate in the system because the root sound for your physical existence is sound When reverberates, it starts from just beneath the navel and ends at the tip of your nose. This reverberation will just happen by itself. So wherever a human being truly sat quietly, utter quietness within himself, he always became aware of the sound has innumerable benefits. Even today, if anybody come here with any kind of psychological disturbances, the first prescription is always Even in India, has become Om. It is not Om. You open your mouth and say Gently close your mouth, it becomes U. You close it, it becomes
Namaskaram everyone. We clearly heard from Sadhguru about how to chant Om. For some, this video of Sadhguru is entirely new, but I know for majority, this video almost everyone would have come across in their life. Now, I would like to add something very unique and very special about Omkar meditation, which I came to know after joining inner engineering, about which earlier I didn't have any clue, neither did I saw any video, in YouTube or any other social media platforms talking about the thing which I am going to reveal just in front of you now. So just stay connected till the end, and please, it is recommended to watch the entire video. Now, before joining inner engineering, I had been practicing arm chanting approximately every day, and during the meditation, my mind used to wander. But after knowing the complete information about arm now, I practice it with much focus and very much awareness and attention. Now, moving further into the actual motive of this video, first of all, let us know the preparatory steps before doing arm meditation or any other meditation. And the first very basic preparatory step is that one should learn how to actually sit during meditation. Now, majority of people might be sitting in Sukhasana while meditation. Now, those who have already continued it, it's very easy for them to continue Sukhasana. But for those who are starting meditation very new, for them Sukhasana, though it is a very easy pose, it would be much difficult. Because even though we are sitting in Sukhasana, which is a very easy pose, our legs break like anything and we can't even sit still for 15 or 30 minutes at a stretch. Believe me, I have come across this. Now, why does this happen? This simply happens because we are sitting in a pose or asana that is not entirely in contact with the ground. When we sit in Sukhasana or any other pose, what happens is that one side of the knees is in contact with the ground as the knee of the other leg is at a distance from the ground. And this creates the disbalance in the gravitational force acting upon our system, as a result of which we could not maintain it for longer duration. So, if we want to sit at least for 30 minutes at a stretch, we are always asked to sit in Ardha Siddhasana. It is the best way to sit for longer in meditation. Even Shambhavi is taught and is initiated to us in the same asana. Now, when we are sitting in Ardha Siddhasana, each point of our leg is in contact with the ground, and this creates a balanced gravity acting upon our lower body, because of which we can sit for longer time in comparison to any other pose. Now, let us see how to sit in Ardha Siddhasana. Now, first of all, touch your left leg heel to your Muladhara in such a way that it looks like you are half sitting on Muladhara, but actually you are not doing so. Muladhara is a position between your genital organ and your anal outlet, which is also known as perineum. Now, once you have kept your left leg heel in contact with Muladhara, now keep your right leg rested on the ground. Do not keep your right leg under the left leg or on the top of left leg. Just keep your right leg in contact with the ground horizontally such that each point of your legs is in contact with the ground. Now, when we touch the heel with the Muladhara, suddenly the whole system functions differently because the sole of our foot is a minor manifestation of the entire body. Now, when we do so, we are able to receive things more easily. Now, you can clearly see that when we sit in Ardha Siddhasana, both of our knees and all the points in both the legs are touching the ground such that there is a balance between our body and the gravitational pull. Now, for any modifications or any other clarification, I have given the video link in the description. You can just go and see how one can sit in Ardha Siddhasana if you have certain injuries or if your leg is not normal. Now, once you know how to sit in Ardha Siddhasana, next thing is that you have to bring Yoga Mudra. Now, for Yoga Mudra, touch your index finger with your thumb such that it creates a circle. Now, once it has created a circle, what you need to do is all the three fingers should be aligned and there should be no gap between any of the fingers. This should be straight and with no gap and with a circle. Similarly, you have to create this Yoga Mudra pose in both the hands and just keep it at your thighs wherever you feel comfortable. Now remember, when you are doing Yoga Mudra, you may feel slight tension in this area, but do not let this tension come on your shoulders or in your forearms, because if you do so, then this Yoga Mudra will become negative. So, If you are able to perform this yoga mudra very easily, just perform this, or not, you can just open the palm and keep it on your thighs and just do the meditation. Now once you know how to sit and how to keep your hands in yoga mudra, the very third thing which you need to keep in mind is slightly upturn your head such that your focus shifts in between the eyebrows. Now for many of them, what happens is when we do it for a longer time, there comes a strain in the neck. For you to not experience this, what you need to do is, just before you do your face slightly upturn, first of all move your head a little and see where does your head adjust very much. And see that where are you very much comfortable in keeping up your head. Once you find that position, this is the position where you can keep your head very much easily, slightly upturned, and in this pose you are going to sit in the meditation such that it becomes very comfortable for you and no tension occurs in the back region of your neck or your shoulders. Now once you perform these things, which are the very basic and very easy, then you sit for meditation. Now earlier when I used to chant Aum 108 times, my mind used to wander a lot and I did not used to focus much on the sound and the place from where the reverberation of the sound was coming in Omkar meditation. I thought that it's alright for the mind to wander, I don't have to focus in that, and slowly and gradually everything will be alright. But I was absolutely wrong, because chanting Aum is slightly different, and I know many of us would be doing the same mistake which I was doing. Now what we have to do while chanting is, we have to focus on the sound vibrations, the place where the vibrations are reverberating, as well as the duration of each sound. Yes, you have to also focus upon the duration of each sound. Now listen to me very carefully, because now I am going to speak on the part which is the actual motive of this video. My motive was not to guide you for the Ardha Siddhasana or Yoga Mudra pose. These are just the preparatory steps which you can learn from anywhere. But now focus on the thing which I am going to tell. Now we all know about Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. Brahma is about the genesis of creation. Vishnu is about the organization of creation, whereas Shiva or Mahesh is oblivion. And creation and maintenance only exist in the lap of the oblivion. In the empty space, which is also known as Shiva, is the creation, which is the most expansive thing, and which is the lap in which the entire creation happens and disappears. Secondly, we all know that all of them, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, are just incomplete without their feminine power. That is Saraswati, Lakshmi and Shakti. Now similarly, when we chant Aum, slowly we are moving towards Shiva or Shakti from Brahma and Vishnu. Yes, all the three, that is Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, is all happening within us and they are all present within us. Are you wondering how? Let's know it. We know that there are three sounds in Aum, which is A, U, M. That is A, O, L. Okay, so this sound A comes from Manipura Chakra, which is the maintenance center, which is located just 1 inch above your navel. Our 72,000 nadis rearrange and redistribute from this Manipura itself. It is the actual maintenance center, which in yoga or in this culture, that for maintenance there is always Vishnu. That means Manipura represents Vishnu. And we all know that the consort or the wife of Vishnu is Lakshmi, which is goddess of wealth. That means if we simply chant for longer time, then more wealth will be manifested. Now when we chant O, this vibration or sound has to come from Anahata or the heart chakra, which is present at the center of our chest. Now Anahata is the seat for Brahma, who is the creator of the universe. Now we all know that the consort of Brahma is Saraswati, who is the goddess of knowledge. That means if someone is chanting Om for long, more knowledge will be manifested and come in their life. And lastly, sound or has to come from Vishuddhi or throat, which is the location of Shiva. And we know that the consort or the wife of Shiva is Shakti, who is the goddess of power. This means that if someone is chanting for longer time, then they will have more power. Now you might be thinking that, oh, I need money, so I'll chant more. And when we chant more, automatically sound U and M will lower down and become less. This is the most important thing that I'm going to reveal you, that you have not to do so. Simply because you want money or power or knowledge, you don't utter that particular sound for longer duration and rest two sounds for shorter duration. Most important thing that all the three sounds should be of approximately equal duration, because if you are chanting any one sound for long, let us take then money will surely come, but without knowledge and power, which will destroy you and which is of no use. Secondly, if anyone wants to manifest more knowledge, then they will utter sound oo more and automatically and will lower down. Now what will happen is more knowledge will be manifested, but without money and power, which is of no use, and again it will destroy you. And same things happen if we chant for longer duration. So particularly if you are doing chanting, then all the three sounds should be of equal duration. But this does not mean that you cannot do or oo or alone. If you want to do these, then you have to do it alone. That is only or only oo or only And the most important thing is it should be done properly under some guidance. Like in Isha Kriya, we only do It is not meant for only wealth, it is meant for many other purposes too in Isha Kriya. Whereas now Margali is coming, then we will be chanting for 20 minutes. If you haven't watched the video, I have just posted the video yesterday. Just go and watch about what Margali mantra is. Now all this oo or if you want to chant any one sound, then it should be under guidance. I'm not saying just Sadhguru, whichever guru you follow, just do it under their guidance. Just do not watch randomly any video in YouTube and just start practicing whatever they are telling. Just do it under the guidance of a specific teacher. Lastly, we all know what are the benefits of If you do not know, I have posted the video, just go and watch there. Now, if you don't know how to chant all the three sounds in in approximately equal proportion, you can start doing it by taking any of the Sadhguru's video which is available in YouTube for 21 times or 108 times or according to your convenience, and then try with it. Once you become comfortable with the chanting, now try to chant without the use of earphones or any external appliances. Just do it with your own. And also, the most important thing that you have to keep in mind while chanting is that you know that the sound is coming from Manipura, sound oo is coming from Anahata, and sound is coming from Vishuddhi. So when you are chanting, just feel the vibration that it is ascending upward from Manipura to Anahata and to Vishuddhi, and the vibrations are coming from the tip of your nose. You have to feel this. Just feel the vibrations. Don't let your mind wander here and there. Even if it happens in the starting, just bring your mind again and focus in the vibrations which are reverberating, which are coming from Manipura to Anahata and to Vishuddhi, and finally let the vibration come out through the nose. You have to do it with much awareness, because if you don't chant with awareness, it will make you dull. It is so powerful and so potent meditation on the chant. But same on the other hand, if you're going to chant it properly, then within a week you can see the immense changes. Just do with the necessary awareness and focus. Within a week, you will surely get benefit. Now, for me, I really love and prefer to chant and I practice it every day for 108 times. It does not take much time, just half an hour. And it has become very easy for me, and I really feel very much nice, such that if I do not perform it any day, I feel like, why haven't I performed? It is such a beautiful experience for my Omkar chanting. Now lastly, let me say a short summary that first of all, sit in Ardha Siddhasana. Second is take Yoga Mudra if comfortable. Do not let the tension commit in your forearms or on your shoulders. Otherwise, it will become negative. Third is keep your head slightly upturned. Fourth is chant with each sound for approximately equal proportion. Fifth and most important is that keep focus in the vibrations. from where it is coming and from where it is ascending. That is from Manipura to Anahata, then from Vishuddhi to tip of your nose the vibration should come. Just feel like this and slowly and gradually you can experience this. Now hope you loved this video and found it meaningful, and if you did so, kindly like, share and subscribe. These are small gestures which really motivates us to bring much interesting and very valuable information. So just hit the bell icon and click on the subscribe button. Up to next, stay safe, healthy, happy and namaskaram.